Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Professional Skill Enrichment Committee and Bilaspur branch, welcome you all to today's seminar on automation of professional tasks using technological skills. Today's session would be taken by our very learned speaker, CA Alok Sethi ji. I welcome Alok sir to this webinar. First of all, I would like to introduce our speaker before all of you. He is a highly accomplished corporate trainer with over a decade of experience, specializing in training and development across banking, financial services, insurance, and multiple technical domains. He has delivered impactful training programs aimed at empowering professionals and enhancing organizational productivity through workplace automation, financial literacy, data analytics, and strategic problem solving. As a dynamic speaker and thought leader, he has successfully aligned corporate learning initiatives with business goals, ensuring tangible results and improved performance outcomes. He has expertise in structuring, drafting, and negotiating agreements to mitigate risks and protect business interests, and expertise in advanced Excel, financial forecasting, P&L interpretation, and valuation models like DCF and CAPM. He has comprehensive knowledge and delivery of sessions on income tax, GST amendments, and case laws. C. Alok Sethi is skilled in drafting and reviewing legal documents, focusing on accuracy, compliance, and alignment with organizational goals. He is proficient in VBA, Power Query, and integrating Excel with AI, and Power Automate for task optimization. With this, I welcome Sia Alok Sethi ji for his deliberation.
Thank you, Ayushman ji, and thank you, PSEC Committee of ICEI, Secretary Sambit Mishra ji, and Chairman sir, and the entire committee for having me again for this wonderful session and this initiative. So, technology is the need of the hour, and I have been delivering various sessions on technology with the institute and other professional bodies also, as well as with some corporates. I'm delivering trainings on AI is the buzzword, but we understand AI in a very limited manner, or maybe we are just using ChatGPT for doing our routine task or getting some content created. But there's a lot more which can be explored when we talk about technical tools or artificial intelligence particularly. So today the agenda would be to highlight what is the importance of using technology, why we should have a technological skills apart from the academic skills that we already have. So once everyone has cleared the most prestigious exam of chartered accountancy and we have got this degree of CA, that itself proves that we have a good forte on good knowledge on academics and the core content, accountancy, taxation, auditing standards, IFRS, and various other things. But when it comes to technology, although we study a subject which is information technology, and we do various certifications like DISA, CISA, and now there is a certification on AI also. But apart from that, are we using what we are learning in our day-to-day practice? That is a question that is to be answered, and that is what we have to think about and actually follow, that whatever we are learning on a day-to-day basis, it can be a very small task, it can be a big task, it can be any task that you're doing on a routine basis, which doesn't require our professional skills or expertism. We can delegate that work to our juniors, and that we do. We get that work, which is a routine nature task, to be done by an article, and we focus on core areas which requires our knowledge and our expertise and our professional spectaclism over there. But nowadays there is a problem or there is a challenge that we don't get articles, so we don't get staff, or we have trained them, and then they commit mistakes, and then we have to review their work, and this chain goes on. correct? So what can be an alternative to that? Can we use technology to that extent wherein we are able to work with the technology and give justice to the work of our client, and we can also do work on a timely manner and most beneficial manner, which saves our time, energy, and efforts, and which gives good result to the client also and meets the expectations of the stakeholders our profession, and there are a lot of expectations from us, right? So with this intent, I would like to showcase some of the use cases wherein we can automate our tasks, which we do on a regular basis, and that we are doing on a maybe manual approach with a manual approach. So first, let me walk you through the various skill set, technical skill set that is required, and then we will talk about some of the applications that we can use. So on my screen, I'm sharing my screen now, and on my screen, you will be able to see which I created using an AI tool which is called as Gamma.app. So I'm going to showcase some of the practical use cases now and creating a presentation. Suppose when you are going to for a client meeting, or someone approaches you, a client approaches you, and he says that I want to start a company, and I want to find out what are the different requirements as with regard to documents or with regard to the timeline. What are the different registrations I have to take? What is the procedure? What are the documents required? And all these things. So when we talk and when we give something in writing, it creates a lot of difference.
यार सुमन के जुड़ गए फोन किए तुम जुड़े नहीं हो अभी तक जुड़ रहा होगा वो भैया सर नमस्ते सर
Can you confirm if I'm audible? Okay, okay. Just a minute. Just reconnecting. Am I audible now properly? Okay. I'm just sharing my screen again. Okay. Just sharing my video again.
आलोक जी आप कहाँ गए? हेलो फोन करो। With the rise of digital technology and an increased need for technological proficient people in almost any field, learning technology skills is very important. Technology tools like whenever we are talking about the various tools, email, online chat, digital portfolio, electronic databases, and video chat have transformed how people interact with one another, with technology permitting nearly every industry. Whether you are a learner or working in different tasks, improving technological skills can help you complete your job more efficiently and navigate this digital world more effectively. What exactly qualifies as technological skills? Technological skills are the ability that help you interact with the digital world around you. Being technological skilled refers to proficiency in digital or technological skills in this modern age. Anyone who wishes to conduct their work efficiently should brush up on their technological knowledge. Getting used to current technology will allow you to easily adjust to all the emerging technology that will inflict in fulfilling that one is day-to-day lives in the coming decades. Acquiring technological skills also makes you more appealing to that one is your staff and may help you to obtain or maintain certain job positions. Over the past few years, technology has managed to become a part of almost every industry, and its development is continuing to grow and expand. It is therefore essential for us to start growing and learning too, so that technical skills like math aptitude, programming, or user experience design are skills that you can use in many kinds of work, but may be limited to your industry, such as performing tasks specific to your job role. Technological skills are type of technical skills. Workplace skills like communication, motivation, and problem solving are not specific to one job or industry, and instead can help you improve your interpersonal relationship with your staff and peers and in other aspects of your life. I think our faculty has joined.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, Mr. Alok Sethi. Over to Mr. Alok Sethi. Yeah, you are audible. Mr. Alok Sethi.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible, audible.
Okay, sir, okay. So, yeah, I'm sharing my screen again. So, we were discussing automating the workplace with AI. Now, why automation is required? Because some things that we want to do, and there can be challenges while doing that thing. So, what we should rather do is we should automate some of the tasks which can help us in saving time. Like, for example, if you want to create a PPT, a presentation, it would take time to decide the content, to design it, to put some pictures and all these things. And how much time does it generally takes to create a PPT? Okay, it might take somewhere between an hour or 2 hours to create a PPT. But with the help of AI, now we can expect the PPT to be generated in a minute or so. 1 minute is maximum what it will take you, or let's say 2 minutes, not more than that. So now I'm going to showcase you a use case wherein we are using an app. I think my screen is visible to all, and the website name is gamma.app. So gamma.app will help you in creating a presentation, a professional presentation, a good looking presentation, which you can showcase to the client for your work. So when you open this app, gamma.app, it will ask you to log in. You can log in through your Gmail account and your credentials. And then there are three options: create new from blank, and import. So if you have created an existing presentation, you want to improvise on that, you can do that, or you can start with a new presentation itself. So let's say we want to create a new presentation. So we'll click on create new. As you click on create new, it will take you to next page, which will show you that there are three options to create a presentation. One is paste in the text. The second option is generate, which is a popular one, and the third one is import file. So when we click on generate, we will go with the second option because we don't have any content as of now. And if you have a content which you already decided, then you can go with the paste in text. Else, you can just give the title. It will automatically create a content for you, your presentation, and it will define the slide deck also. So let's say I want to create a presentation on registering a company in India, private limited company. So I'll say steps to register a private limited company in India. इधर से okay, इधर से. So we will do that, and whatever presentation you want to create, you will just put the name and then you will create generate outline. So first it will read your title and it will start generating the outline. So I think within fraction of time, within seconds, we are able to generate the outline. Okay. So the outline is there in front of us and you can see like how it has come. Registering a private limited company in India, first slide. Second is understanding the benefits of a private limited company, eligibility requirements and key considerations, the incorporation process step by step, drafting the MOA and AOA, applying for the DIN, obtaining digital signature, final registration and post incorporation formalities. So it has given a perfect outline which we would like to have in our slide. Correct? Now it is giving a different option like how many cards or how many slides you want to have. Then what is the format you want to keep. Like we'll keep it traditional tall you can create if you want to create some carousel or something like that, and which language you want to generate. So basically it is English, but suppose you're talking to someone who understand Hindi or you want to generate in some other language, you are explaining it to a foreigner or any other international person, you can keep that language. We'll go with English for the time being. Okay, once you are okay with the outline, you can then decide whether you want PDF content or you want medium content or you want detailed content, and then the images that you want to put, and then we can click on continue. So we'll click on continue, and once we click on continue, it will now take us to the draft. Okay, it will show us the different contents, the design which are there. We can just select any design. Okay, and once we select a design, let's say I want to go with this design itself, I'll say generate. When I click on generate, it will start generating the content. So you can see that our slide creation is in process. We can see that the deck PPT is now getting created. The content is getting created. I hope the PPT is visible to everyone and I am audible. Just need a confirmation if I can, if you can hear me properly. Okay. So we can see that the PPT is generated, registering a private limited company in India, and it is giving me the name. It will give you the name through which you have logged in. Okay. And you can see the next slide, understanding the benefits of private limited company. It is listing some of the benefits. Then eligibility requirements and key constraints. What two directors we require? Then there should be a registered office address. Then minimum capital. Then name availability we have to do. Then the entire step-by-step process has come along with the very high quality images, right? Can you see the quality of images, which is AI generated images, okay? And a very professional looking presentation we have got. And it is showing all the steps that we need to do. Now, can we download it? Yes, of course we can download it. Can we edit it? Of course we can edit it. And a lot of things we can do with this, right? So I'll show you how you can download it. So we'll click on share over here. And in the share, there is option of export, and you can export it to PPT. So just so now it is showing that the PPT is ready, and I will show you that it is downloaded also. So if you see this, it will open in my uh, PowerPoint now. Is my PowerPoint window visible to everyone now? It is loading. So I guess now you can see the presentation in the PowerPoint. And we can edit it also. It is editable. Now, since we are using a AI app, it will give obviously its name. So we can see that on the bottom we can see Gamma app, but it is editable. We can edit that. So this is one example wherein we can create a app-based PPT, okay, and you can edit it also. So this is just one use case which I have discussed with you. So in this way, we can use Gamma app to generate the PPTs. But there will be some limitations. The limitations would be as to the number of slides. So we can add only 10 slides maximum. If you like it and you have different requirements or multiple requirements, then you can go for a subscription for this, and then you would be able to use it for the unlimited times, and you can do that. So this is the PPT which has been created. Now suppose I want to put CA. So you can see that I've edited my name over here, and now I put CA Alok City. If you want to do any other thing, if you want to put your company logo or anything, that we can do. But it is a time saving concept or time saving tool which has saved us a lot of time and efforts, and is still maintaining the quality of the content and other things, right? So this is one thing that you can use, which is a Gamma app, and it will help you in creating very good content for your meetings, for your this thing, and all the PPTs see you can see on my Gamma account, I have created multiple PPTs using this app, and all the apps, all the PPTs are visible. Just a moment. So this is how we can build up a PPT, and we can use the Gamma app to create a like this. So this is one use case which I wanted to show to start with. Okay. Now the other use cases or the other applications which you can use is automation related to Excel. Okay. So now every day Excel, and many chartered accountants or many people, many staff always struggle with finding out where we have saved a particular file. Isn't it? Don't we find it difficult to identify, locate our different files which we have shared on the saved on our drive, and we are always wondering where we have saved it. Now, if I tell you that you can create a macro in Excel, which will help you in finding out in listing down all the files which you have shared, which you have saved in your drive, and it will also give you a link to open the files. Won't it save time and automate our process of opening the files or creating new folders and all these things? Yes, all this is possible using a simple macro. So now let me showcase this use case to all. And for that, we are going to use ChatGPT. I am going to my ChatGPT window, and I hope this screen is visible. My ChatGPT screen is visible. I hope the ChatGPT screen is visible to all. Technical, can you confirm? So what we are going to do is we are going to write a prompt, and in that prompt we are going to write that I want to list down the content of all the folders, subfolders which are there in my drive, which are saved in my drive, and I want to list then the contents. So the prompt, the Excel should ask me to select a drive. Whichever drive I select in that Excel file, it should list down all the contents over there. So this is what I would like to do. Correct? Now, to do that, we will write a code, we will write a prompt, and this is what we are going to do. Secondly, you can use the chat GPT to create very good images. So I'll show you one example of how to create an image, a very good quality image, and then I'll show you how to write this macro. So you must have all heard about that notice which the Pani Puri wala has got from the GST department. So I just created an image wherein I had used a prompt, a simple prompt, that there is a conference which is happening for chartered accountants, and in that conference, a pani puri wala has come with a stall and he has bought that notice to discuss with the chartered accountants as to what I should do with this. So this prompt I had given and see what kind of output we have got. Everyone is enjoying the pani puri, and the vendor is looking shocked and he's holding the notice and then he is discussing thing about chart with the chartered accountant. So this is the power of AI. This is how you can use it with your imagination to build something which is exceptional. So this was just an example, and this I created using Delhi. So, uh, when you go to ChatGPT, you right click on it, and there are My GPT or Customize GPT option. When you click on My GPT, it will give you different GPTs, right? So in the GPT, there is some Canva also for creating. There is image generator. There right for me. So for different tasks, there are different GPTs. There is a data analyst also. So if you have a data and in Excel and you want to analyze that data, you want that data to give you some charts and some analysis, which you don't want to do using Excel, then you can do that, automate that task also. Correct? So there are a lot of things which we can explore and we should explore in GPT, right? Right now, let us come back to the task of creating a macro that would list down all the files which we have stored in our drive. So let me write that prompt, and then I'll talk about something on prompt engineering, how you should write your prompt and how the prompt should look like. So we'll start with a please. We will show some gratitude since we are someone is doing our work, right? And someone is helping us. The AI machine is helping us in automating our tasks and saving a lot of time. So we should always express gratitude, correct? So we'll say, please help me with a VBA code. Now VBA is Visual Basics application, VBA code, or you can say a macro. Help me with the VBA code in Excel, which should it shall do the following. So we are going to explain what it should do. Number one, ask the user to input a drive name or a folder to select. We can say input or select a drive name or a folder from any drive in from my computer. Secondly, it should on the selection of the drive or folder, it should create an Excel file with the following error columns. Drive name, folder name, folder and file. And lastly, it should also give ISO in the last column. Open. So we have to given this VBA code, and let's see how this VBA code is Now we have got this code. So we have got this VBA code. Now what we are going to do is, see, it has created a VBA code, and we will copy this VBA code, and it is showing what to do with this. So it is giving the explanation also. It is giving the output example also. Okay. And it is also listing down the steps that one should follow in using the code. So see, ChatGPT is not giving us only the solutions. It is also teaching us or educating us in using those solutions. So I would rather emphasize, I would rather tell everyone to learn using ChatGPT. Don't just look at the solution, just look at the way the solutions have been provided and learn from that. So now what I'll do is I'll copy this code, and it is saying that open Excel and press Alt F11 to open VB editor, insert module and copy paste this and run F5 to run the code. So let's do this. We will open Excel. We'll open a blank workbook. And now, as specified, I will press Alt F11. So I'm just writing over here, Alt plus F11. It will open VBA editor. So we will press Alt F11. We'll go to insert, we'll go to module, and we will paste this one. So after Alt F11, I have got to insert, and I have got module. And then it's going to upload. Once you do that, then we press F12. So very simple process, a four steps process. So we have done this. Now in this video editor, I just do the video editor. This video editor, we have a play button also. So we can see it from music or we can have the play button. So it will run on the socket is offer, it will run this code. So when we run this code, we'll see that way, when it finds this, we'll say okay. So you can see the code is running. And we will be able to see that it has opened a browser. We can open a window to select a file of program. So we are giving that instruction. We ask the user to select a file. Now let me select that file. Let's say I'm going to find this file. Okay, with my sheet file. And then select, okay, let's set my key file first. And let us click on okay. Now, as we do that, it will start running the macro. So the macro is running. Let us wait for 2 minutes. So depending on how many files or folders you have in your drive. So link to Excel now and see what it has done for. Still working because I selected the folder, the entire drive. Let us wait for 2 more minutes. So it is time. Process, and I'll try with a smaller folder. I'm just closing this program. Blue line पे. Now let me run it again. Simple with a smaller size folder. It was in seeing the results. So again, I'll repeat the same process. So we will open Excel. We will press Alt F11, and in Alt F11, we are going to go insert module, paste this module again, and I'll click on run. And this time I'm going to select one folder. I'm going to select the entire drive. I'm just going to select one folder from a drive. Say I go to my D drive, and in the D drive has 21 days. This is the folder I'm going to select, and let's click on OK. If you can see, and if you can see my Excel screen now, showing me the drive name. It has a sheet called as file list. It is showing me the drive name. It is showing me the folder name. It is showing me the subfolder name. It is showing me the file name and the path. And here I had asked for a hyperlink to open a particular file. I want to open this business report MP4, which is a video. So I'll click on this open file, and let's see if it is getting open. So if you can see on my screen, my which contains a video has opened. So I did not locate I have to go to the particular drive or link to do it. I just simply list all the contents of my folder and whatever content it will allow me to open that content. So it is giving the folder, the drive name, the folder name, the subfolder name, and and it is a text file. I want to open this, so it will again open. So these are some small examples. You can get a lot of difference in how you are working. So this is a chat file which has notepad file which has now opened, and you can see. So this is how you can do that. It can help you in listing down all the files and folders relating to your client work. And this is one example of automation. This you would use it and you would try your hands on media code, and just my brainchild. You can have any problem or any to automate, and it can automate that also. So we can save this file for later use. Any macro enabled file so that you can use it afterwards. So saving it, we have to save it as a macro enabled workbook. XLSM you will get at the end, and then you can use it multiple times. This macro, and now I will show you how to create a button also. So create a button and then you want to use it again. You can, and that button will actually help you in running. You press Alt F5, or you don't have to remember the shortcut keys as well. So this is the book one. This is created and it is saved now. Okay. So when you open this file, visit the next time, it will again show the list, right? To run the macro, what you need to do is you need to go to the, now many people don't have the developer tab activated on their Excel. For tab, what you need to do is you need to go to the file menu, and in the file menu you have to go to options. So we need to go to the file menu. In the file menu, and in the options you have to go to the customize, and in the customize ribbon see a new window coming up, and then you have to select the developer toolbox, the developer tab. So we'll click on developer, okay, and the developer where you have to click on OK. So now you will see the developer section on the top. You will see macros, and I'll just zoom in my screen. In macro, it will show you the macro name which is available. You run it, and again you see the same window coming up. So you will again see the option of selecting a particular folder. List down the content from that folder. Suppose I select this AI session and I click on OK. Again, you will see that it will create a file. Since we already using it in a file which we already having the list, but when you work on a new file, it will create the file list you select. So this is how you can use the AI, the chat GPT to write a macro for anything that you want to. Now, let me show you something else. Just need 2 minutes to move to a place where I can up on charge, otherwise get on off. So I just need a 2 minute transit. So just 2 minutes and then we'll continue. You can create a macro for creating a file list.
It is vital the exactly which areas are ripe for digitalization and which might need further consideration. Automation for automation's sake is not the goal, but rather in strategic maneuver to ensure higher transparency, added value across the entire organizations. The value of the skills is identifying which tasks should be automated now and which ones are not yet ready to digitized. Finance has historically been warehouse of all financial data, but the days of this data sitting in silos are limited. Collaboration is not just a trendy buzzword, but rather a component allowing financial analysts to partner more closely with that one is whenever we are talking about the various IT skills required and more offer a comprehensive view of business performance. The value of boosting collaboration is depending the ability for more historic planning. Whenever we are talking about the skills, the technological skills altogether. 86% of business leaders now view the AI and the machine learning as mainstream. Early adopters are already reaping the rewards with higher growth and enhanced market capabilities. Embracing these tools doesn't replace humans, but rather augments their power and frees up resources, thereby creating value additional opportunities. Whenever we are talking about the innovation and all these things, around 98% of the financial services industry, while using the cloud computing, according to the World Economic Forum, 9 out of 10 firms will have introduced AI. The report claims that humans and machines also will spend nearly the same amount of time on workplace tasks by that time, examining how financing can better encourage innovation will help CS to outform the competition, understanding that will give you the edge. Whenever you are talking about the cloud, that mobility and ease of use have made cloud computing essential for modern business and a valuable resources for chartered accountants. Cloud security is a top priority for the organization in tightly regulated industries, so understanding the capabilities is key. The key is knowing how we cloud-based solution with the industry-leading data security. More data is produced whenever now even before, but analytics are restricted if it gets stocked in departmental silos. Unifying that data is crucial for chartered accountant to be able to truly take advantage of what the digital era offers. Achieving this requires a self-service, modern solution that provides a single source of truth in real time, so you know your budgets are accurate every time. Spreadsheets simply can provide this. The benefit of unifying accounting data is achieving a comprehensive and historic view of business performance to enable better decision making and more effective planning. As and when we are talking about the data analytics and the skills CA need for the digital era, we have to put it in that one is all these machine learning or artificial intelligence all together to be required for that one is whenever you are talking about that digital skills required for the chartered accountants. I think Alok Sethi has joined. I am handing over the session to Mr. Alok Sethi for further proceeding.
Sorry for this loss, because since there was some network glitches. I hope I'm audible now, everyone.
Audible, audible.
Okay. So let me share my screen once again. We were talking about automation, and we just saw one example where we had to ChatGPT and it created a macro for us to automate our documents which we have saved in our drive and a folder. So I guess my screen is also visible now, and we can showcase one more tool to you, wherein you can build present you all. And let me first explain the use case, and then practical aspect of it. So very much worried about, or not very comfortable using it. I will say that once you start using these tools, they're not very difficult, all difficult, and we should transform from our of practice, traditional areas of practice to the modern areas of practice, and we should all become AI powered chartered accountants. So here I have so the biggest challenge that we see is client frequently asks repetitive questions like rate deductions, due dates, and filing rules, and we have to right, and that occupies a lot of queries. These queries are not important, and we should not answer the client on these queries. These queries are generic in nature. They're not specific questions. Regular act or rules or regulations which we could have automated, and we could create a chat would definitely reply on our behalf to the specific, not this manually consumes. So we can create something which will help us in answering the limited availability of resources to address the queries 24/7. So address me my query when we get these kind of when the client questions our availability, it is a very serious concern. Applications that they us in doing the remote work or doing response client to his satisfaction in the same manner as we would have responses to improve and to save time. So now let us look at one more case wherein we would see how we can do that, and that is wherein we which is the tool which will be used to chatbots. Okay, so we are going to create a chatbot now based on the various factors which we'll have to use. So use of NLP, language processing language, to understand and respond to client queries. So NLP is natural language processing. So when a client asks question, he will ask question in English or in his own regional language. Now, how the machine will learn the language? Is custom, what is audit, what is clause, is a rule, chapter 6A or deductions, ATC, and all these. So we provide a knowledge bank to the machine, and that is why it is called we are providing to the providing to the machine. We are building LLMs. LLM is large language models. So at the back end of AI or ChatGPT, you get the answer, but do you want knowledge banks which is being provided? Similarly, when we use Google, we get a lot of links and a lot of things. So that is also for someone which has already worked on that. So chat- so it will automatically tell me the hotels when I'm traveling from one place to another. When I land there, I will get a pop-up to Delhi and would you like to book a hotel? So how my phone is knowing that I'm traveling? App is on. My apps are interrelated, and my Bigo app is now linked to hotel apps or book my app. So that is how AI is working. So similarly, we can create a chatbot for our client queries, and we'll be saving time and our resources. So we'll give some knowledge bank like acts, rules, regulations, and we can apply. We can also integrate the chatbots in WhatsApp or our website. Let me tell you that you can create websites for free using AI. So the presentation, it can also build web pages. Okay, just that we have to explore the tools, what they can do, what are the capabilities, and we can do a lot of things with that. So what is the implementation plan to have to do a once we finalize on the requirement, like what the client generally FAQ. So every ad has a FAQ or FAQs, and then based on that FAQ, we can provide a event. Let's say you are dealing in income tax, you can provide the income tax act, rules, regulations, and all these things. If you are also dealing into GST, you can put the GST material over there. So third is choosing the right AI tools. You can use Dialogflow, BotPress, Microsoft Bot Framework, or OpenAI chatbot development. Oh, these things are not uh, only by us. आपको ऐसा लगता होगा कि this is a task which an engineer should do. Let me tell you that I'm also engineering and I don't know coding, but in spite of come down or from a CA knowledge, uh, bots and how to understand the language using the AI. So this is how Then you can integrate your chat interface. This is one way of it. First, we have to test whenever we are building any tool or whenever we task, we have to check the work of AI because it is just a technical staff who is working on our guidelines and with his understanding. So there are high possibilities or chances that the error, there can be an error, and he will not be responsible. We will be responsible since we are answerable to the client. We are charging the fees from the client. So he will say, sir, I just did a mistake. But you have to bear the repercussions, or you have to bear tools. AI can make mistakes because it is learning. But before solution to the client, let us first test it internally. Be satisfied that the result is absolutely accurate or near to accurate, and then you can ask the client to use it, feedback whether he's satisfied or not satisfied with the answer, or once we do that, then again we have to regularly update our knowledge bank. Things are happening on a real time basis, so we have to actually so so if you are not updating the knowledge bank, tomorrow the law will GPT chatbot will give you uh, outdated answers. They are rate was X 10% on 5%. So if you don't feed the amendments, if you don't feed the regulars or regulations or rules, it will give the outdated result, which will not meet our purpose. So we have to regularly update our knowledge bank. Now I had created a chatbot for works, and then we'll get into the technicalities of it. So we'll click here, and now you will see my browser open. So you can see it is giving me an option to type a message, type your message. To ChatGPT, but it is a personalized bot which we have created through our resource bank. So it is our resource bank which we have created. And now, see, let me ask a question to this chat. Any question that a client would ask. So let's say if the client says generated income from lottery and to know how it will be taxable. So the client is the question that I have generated income from lottery and I want to understand how it will be taxable. Now it is now preparing the answer. It is preparing the reply to the question. Be able to get the right reply to it. So it takes 20-30 seconds because depending on the speed of this. I think now the answer is generated. You are able to see the answer, and I'm just reading. Income from lottery winnings is taxable under Section 111 of the Income Tax Act. The tax rate on such winnings is 30%, and no deduction winning from any loss. Correct? So, is it the right answer? It is a precise answer. Section also and the rate also. Now, the client wants to know whether any tax will be deducted. So, the client says, okay, is there any tax deduction on some? So let's say what do we get as a result? So we are just asking questions in regular language and it is replying. There are no tax deduction allowed in the income tax from lottery. So it did not want for any deduction, we are asking for TDS. So now you'll say, no, I want to know TDS being deducted income. Let's say what do we get as a reply now? Understood. Since we have specifically put what is the TDS being deducted, so it is saying TDS winnings, the payer is required to deduct TDS at the rate of 30% on the entire amount of winning before making the payment to the winner. So we have KBC 1 crore from KBC, and the payer, the KBC, will pay to the participant. It will deduct 30% tax and only 70% is will be provided. Okay. So now, if the assessee say, can I claim a refund this TDS while filing? So the client comes to us as a professional. We are providing consult questions that he's asking. He can ask it for free. So let the bot handle the free queries and let. Now let me put something specific. Okay. So yes, you can claim income while filing your return. The TDS amount will be reflected in 26 years, and you can claim that against your tax liability. Okay. So if your tax now, let me ask you a specific question. I have generated, I have sold a house property in January 5 for rupees 48 lakhs, which I purchased in January 2020 for 15 lakhs. Is the is tax liability on it, and I can save tax? The specific question with the amount and with the this thing. Here we are not putting anything, so we are not giving any specific any confidential. We are just giving some specific data, which is okay. Now see what it is saying. Based on the information from the knowledge, we have points regarding the tax liability and the ways to save tax. So capital gain tax, it is saying that hold for more than 24 months, and it is 20% with indexation. I have not feeded the latest amendments, and this is what I wanted to show. That it will not give you the other option, that is 12.5%. It is still giving that along with the indexation benefit. And then the indexation is talking about exemption is showing that it is 54 EC. If you in this box, you can save tax, and then 54 and all these. And it is also the tax advisor for personalized advice and ensure compliance with the latest tax laws. So whenever we have sessions on tech and tech being taken over by, so will AI replace charity ask? And if I have to answer this, AI is promoting the work of chartered accountant. AI is saying consult your C. I am working on the knowledge which is being provided by me. Whatever question you're asking, specific answer in case in your particular case. So you ask these questions. So AI cannot replace a chartered accountant. Yes, but it can enhance our work. We can enhance our work. We can automate, and we can do a lot of things with that. Okay. So I hope if this interesting and then you want to know how to create a bot, like show you the practical aspect of creating a bot. So we'll go to botpress.com. So it's an application which will allow create jobs. So this is my account. Whenever you're using any AI, that you create a dummy account and you use that account. So you can log in to Git, and I've created some dummy account. Created account called as aluxcity.gpt, or I can use aluxcity.ai. So used before, okay, we can use it, and which I've already created using this. So okay, it is allowing in a free workspace. Okay, so I created this techie mentor. Now this is a framework of a WordPress. So we'll click a create, and let's say we want to create a bot for income tax buddy. So without space I'm putting, you can just put a hyphen if you want to create. Okay, so now they have received to one. No, I will log out from this account and I will log into my another account. So when you want to use AI extensively, you have to do some investment. I would not say it is an expense; it is an investment. If you are using it on it is good to do some investment. So this is another account I'm using. There is no bots which have been created. I'll say create bot. As a bot, this can be changed later. So this is a name they are giving to create a bot called as income tax buddy. The bot. Once your bot is created, it will give you a pop-up to open it in the bot has been created successfully. Open in Studio. We'll click on Open in Studio. So once you open this in Studio, it is loading, and it will ask you some basic things. Basically, you have to provide the knowledge bank and all these things. So let's start from scratch. Begin with a quick interactive setup. So let us we'll select this. There are multiple options. First, let us restrict with this one. Use this template. We'll click on this use template. We'll skip this, and now we will get to this. Okay. Now, agent structure. You are an autonomous agent. You can search the web, look for answer in the knowledge base. So knowledge base. So let us read the knowledge base, and I will upload some PDF over here. So I've already downloaded some material from the net, and want to add. And then one is the Income Tax Act as amendment also. So Income Tax Act. You can feed multiple PDF and it will work accordingly. Okay, so once this is added, more. Suppose the client can ask on GST also. So GST basics and handbook. I am adding these two also. Okay. Yes. Okay. Which is a publicly available document. You can add this to your question bank and knowledge bank, and you can confirm. Once you formula, so it will take some time. Created, we can start using Chatbot by giving some questions. Okay. So we will stick so that we can at least create something very basic. So these are uploaded. This is getting uploaded. So once this is uploaded, I test my bot with any questions, and then we will, once it is published, we can make the link available to publish it. Okay, so I think let us ask some questions. Okay, so this is the, so they got uploaded quickly. This is 5.69 MB file, so it will take some time. Okay, so now I want to test the knowledge. So let me ask a question. Let's say, what are the different of income under tax act? I'm asking a very basic question. And to test my model, so it is showing LLM set. So it's a language learning module which we have created. Now this is the question I have put, and let us see if we can get some result over here. So we have got on the basis of this knowledge bank, and you can see the answer. My income shown in salaries, house property, profit and gains from gains and other sources. Now let us ask some specific question. I loss from sale of shares and I have income from salary. Also, can I set off the from sale of shares income? Some questions like I have some this particular income and I want to that particular income. So now see what it has given the answer. Cannot set off a loss from the sale of shares which fall under had capital gain. Again, capital gain can be set off against gains from the same head. So that's an answer. Okay. Now I want to have the process. So I'll say, can I get the section for this? Speaks about this, we can discuss that also. It is section 74. It has highlighted the section also. Uh, Let me ask a specific question. I am a year or a month in FY 24-25 and I have not filed the return. What are the consequences, and can I file it now? So you can ask questions and you can get the reply. Once you are confident enough that the giving you the right answers, you can publish this. We can share the link with the public to check it. Now it has given us the answer. If you are not face certain section 234 of F of the income tax act, a late fee of 1,000 fee levy. Okay, and here it says. Additionally, uh, like if the income is below 5 lakh, the late fee is 1,000. So it is giving the fees also 26 double C. If the tax amount would have been evaded at 600 lakh, execution and all these things it has given. However, you can still file the return, then filing of dated return, and this is how you can. Now I find that this is okay. So you'll click on publish, and which we have created, it will become it available for any user. So when in any model that we are building, when we want people to use it, it should be a copy. So it will create a link. That link we can share in the. So it is saying the web. Now I am copying this link. Okay, and you WhatsApp it to someone or something. Let us check this link first. So another browser, a new browser, and I'll put browser address, and so again you will see a similar this thing is coming. You can try this, but since we have limited time, I'm not showing how to do that. It has worked, and now post query, and let's say to ask something on GST. So I Rajasthan, and I am selling popcorns to a customer era for the application table on this transaction. My turnover is for the year is just rupees 24 lakhs to register under the GST. Now see from chat from this bot, I'm saying, are you Maharashtra? This transaction is considered as the interstate supply, and the IGST rate for popcorn is typically 5%. Regarding GST registration for lakhs which exceed the threshold limit of 20 lakhs per registration, we are required to Additionally, any person making interstate taxable supplies is registered to register. Have to again think about the turnover limit and whether a model is updated or not. If I ask what happens if in Rajasthan only, we are updating, topping up with another question. So you are actually which is automating your task. Okay. So now it is showing that SCST will be applicable and the turnover is exceeding 20 limit is 24 lakhs. Okay, and now that what happens when I pause, which are caramel coated popcorns. If the model is updated, it will show the latest rate. If it is not updated, let's see what do we get as a result. Yes, caramel coated popcorn are classified under different category compared to regular popcorn. Caramel coated popcorns is typically 18%. So this is how the life gets simple when you're doing these kind of things. Okay. I added some value to your time and I'm again very glitches since I was commuting and managing this loss of time that you had. Very sorry for that. But I hope we have understood to ChatGPT how we can build a automated macro, how we can build a bot and we can and anyone has. So from the technical team, any questions, Samit sir? Yes. So again, attending this session is one thing, but you should practicing whatever you learn from these webinars. It is a of work that is coming up technology and everyone. So can I also help in making annual report of a company? If yes, then what data is to do. Okay, so a good question. Reports, automated reports. Again, what you need to do is see. I would say that to share data with any AI tool. What you should do is you can share the and you can say I have this trial balance or I have these ledgers and a macro code what you do it. So you might not get the exact answer in one go, but with the repetitive iterations, with the modifications, would once you create, you can use it in the multiple files to create these annual reports. So I hope that answers the question put up by the participant. It is the structure of the report. So you can put you can upload GPT and you can upload a dummy data and you can see can you put the data to the PDF in the same format and generate another PDF or Excel. It would be able to do that. Or you can write a macro that can also do that. More questions?
We are requesting CA Rajat Agrawal to render the vote of thanks.
Hello.
Another question is there.
Okay, so can you tell us how to write the prompt for VBA file? Okay, whenever you are giving any prompt, so it is not in specific to VBA, any prompt that you are giving to ChatGPT or any other AI tool, just say your article or to a child, you have to write in a specific manner. So, for example, when I created the list of the files, I told that I want the VBA code to do the following. And you read number one, number two, number three, number four, whatever I wanted it to do. So be very specific. If you keep it closed, then it will be open. So it will be a bad prompt. So lot of can try on these things, and that in the Zoom chat, which is there is AI for that. Okay, so there is an AI for that. That right, it will help you in learning how to write the forms. Okay, so please listen for relevant subject like taxation, commercial drafting. Now see, our institute will also come up with a lot of in-house. You can also different once you practice, once you do that research, then only you should use it. Okay, so don't go by any one tool is or this tool is not good. You just see what are the different tools. I already given to you one website which will list down various tools. Try it for yourself. You have to invest that also. Can I use it and keep you outstanding really to help the US CPA work become faster, easier? Yes, definitely it can be. Now see, you have to do any specific task. Then maybe you have to look for a specific. But these basic prompt-based tools can help become solutions. The more you work with that, the more you will be able to customize. You have to look for the differences, approach in the difference, using Chatbot directly rather than using our own blog page. See, the chat GPT will have its own knowledge bank, which is being updated at the back. More, it can be more generic. But when you feed your own knowledge bank, it can be more specific, and that is why your own bot. It can be customized also. And see, everyone is using ChatGPT now. So what additional you're doing, what value addition you're giving to your client. So if you create your own identity in the market that this PA is now PA and he's promoting technology and he has created a customized solution, it will you can have your own logo attached to it or your branding, and that is how you create an identity. So it is free for now. Bot creation is basic bots you can create, but yes, if you want to create an advanced bot, that depends on the tools that you are using. Every company has their own charges and subscription. So you can check it on the Google also. It depends on how deep you want your bot to be and what all it should do. So definitely some cost will be involved, but it will depend on what the. But yes, we should now invest into technology as we invest in furniture, infrastructure, books, knowledge, subscription. We take so now it is the time to take subscription for some AI tools, and that will help you in improving your work as well as automating some tasks in reducing your timeline in lesser time. That is the time which has already come now, and those who are taking the us more advantage, we'll have a win-win situation afterwards. So I this virtual mode in a webinar format. Keep learning and keep progressing and keep using along with the human intelligence to build something good for yourself.
I am requesting CA Rajat Agrawal to render the vote of thanks for this session.
Thank you, Sambit Mishra sir, for giving me opportunity. So, and thank you, Alok Sethi sir. It has been such an honor to be part of this wonderful webcast on automation of professional tasks using technological skills, organized by Professional Skills Enrichment Committee of ICAI. And on behalf of Professional Skills Committee, we would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our speaker, CA Alok Sethi sir, for his enlightening session. Sincere thanks to the event enablers of our own Bilaspur branch of ICAI, who has enabled the branch throughout this session. A wide round of applause and thanks for the organizer, Professional Enrichment Committee of ICAI, our today's speakers, CA Alok Sethi sir, and other stakeholders who made webcast a memorable one. Finally, we would like to thank all of you present here and helping us to make this webcast a grand success. Thank you to one and all. Thanks you.
With this, we conclude the today's session. Thanks to all.